We are back to live status here. Man, I almost messed up. I don't know what it was in my thing, but finally I was like, man, I don't want to have to restart the whole live. All right, so Mir, what's up, buddy? CM, yes, sir. Kenny Crunwell, thank you, buddy. Rob, Marcus, what's up, guys? So over here, you can see quite an assortment of things. Uh, Brand new stuff for the most part. In fact, it's all brand new. So, congrats, Marcus. Uh, Basically, the more tickets sell, the more we're going to ramp this up. So, hopefully, it'll work out good like this. I figure more draws, up to 9 draws tonight. So, up to 9 draws. Yes, sir, Kenny, I am busy. Oh, man. So, yeah, up to 9 draws. Draws or drawers. Yep. I'm not buying tickets tonight so everyone else wins. Well, if Marcus isn't going to buy tickets, I'll put some cheat code axles in here. No cheat codes tonight. Man, today was supposed to be the release of Carbon X. I don't have the stuff in my hands to release it yet. So, soon. Hopefully everything shows up today, man, so we can get this. Cross keys. These are for the iron rocks. Now, these are for the carbon wheels actually. So these actually lock into place is what these are for. Stop himself from getting at least 5 tickets. Tommy Tyson, what's up? Discovery. Cat's eyes okay. Black pink, man. Black pink. Is that Japanese band or something? What's up, Paul? So this weekend, Paul, are you ready? Sunday? We'll do another cash comp since people seem to like that. So last time I took everybody's money, but this time I don't know if I'll be running for money this time. So I'll take one of my trucks. This happens to be V1 and just lay waste to you guys as usual. So Jimmy Bailey, what's up? Now, I did get out there with a tractor and a whole line of nasty rocks. I did shuffle them up a little bit. So, EF2 is November 1st and 2nd at Callahan. There are tickets on the website. I guess that's what I'm scrolling past on TikTok. What's up, Nitro? There's one of them I'm scrolling past. You got to watch because they get a little risky. You're like, did I just see that? I'm like, yep. Because you go back and you rewatch it, you know. So just to make sure you saw what you think you saw. But anyway, the link at the top for the tickets for tonight. I've got up to 9 draws, everything from Pro codes to X codes. This right here is a Furitech brushless system for the Ascent 18. Actually, really good system there. That same Reefs 299 servo, a set of cut to length drive shafts. There's also going to be a 10% gift code or discount code and a 20% discount code as well. So, but anyway, enjoy 30 millimeter wide wheels. I bought these, and it turns out they are really offset wide. So I can't use them. I'm like, well, let's see if I can at least get my money back for them, right? So, let's see, Elementier, Mama Monster with 8S. Oh my goodness. 8S? Dude, you're going to have problems with gears. I do not have any promo codes from Yes. Sorry about that, buddy. Mike, what's up? There already are for sale. No. Oh yeah, $9.99. Dude, that's a deal. If it was 1,000, it'd be a little high. Dude, 6S on that truck, Pat, is really good. So really good. Just so you know, 6S really rocks that thing. So let me see here. All right. I'm going to keep a check on some stuff here. All right. All righty. Good deal there. Back to you. Don't need you up there. All right. $8.99. Best Marcus can do. I'm doing the Castle 520 on your Talbot. That 520 is pretty darn strong, man. Pretty sure it's stronger by quite a bit than the 560 Hobby Wing. I've got the 560 in mine, and as you guys saw the video, it pulls everybody around just fine. Kenneth, can I get a look at the Carbon X? Well, this isn't the one I'm running. This was one I was building for video purposes. But as I'm building it for video purposes, I'm coming across, well, I need this, I need that. So building it is when I realize, hey, I got to add this part, and all that stuff. But this right here is actually pretty much it right here. So almost an e-scooter can, right? Has one of the H series bamboozled printers. I don't have any of the H printers. I'm fine with my 6 P1Ss. Yeah, I've got 6 now. One with the AMS on it. What is on my truck? What are you talking about? What is on my truck? This is V1. This isn't the Carbon X. Dude, I don't know much about the Associated and Horizon thing. I just saw a little bit pop up here and there about it. So I'm sure whatever it is will eventually get out to everybody. But I do not know anything about that. The hood. Well, there's an Exocaged sticker and a Reefs RC sticker right there. That's all there is to it. And then 2 body clips. Remember, this is V1. So there's a Helium compared to the size of a Rift. It's about the same size as a Rift, but it's way more of a crawler than a bouncer. And unless you get the Vidavon axle shafts without the neck down, you're probably going to break them if you try to bounce it a lot. Couldn't honor prices. Our saddle with too much still in. Okay. Oh, so Horizon has got too much old inventory is what you're saying? What kind of shocks do I have on the new build? I have the 90 millimeter offset cap deluxe front, and on the one I've been running, I've got the 80 millimeter deluxe shocks on the back. It seems to work pretty good. Well, Pat, I honestly, I'm not so sure that Associated's in good shape right now. I mean, I don't know. It's like, it just seems like they're missing out on a few things. Optics fit my head. AE is like, wow, it's painted black between the sticks. Let me go grab the Carbon X for you guys. The one that I've been running. So I want to put the Carbon X I've been running out here. I also want to grab something else. All right. Make sure there's no boogers hanging out. All right. So this is what I drove today. All right. So this is the Carbon X I've been running right here. Enlighten did the paint jobs, and he really likes that color red. Okay. Okay. On the overboard, that's a great question. At the comp I was at this past weekend, I ended up placing second with Carbon X in class 3. There were a few bonuses that I just avoided. I kind of misunderstood the bonus rule. I thought it was 4 points per gate, 3 points for the bonus. As in, like, if you clear the bonus but hit a gate, you're still down 1 point. It was the other way around, so I avoided a couple of them that would just look like just impossible, and ended up coming in second place by 1 point by an executioner, a very well-driven executioner with four-wheel steer. But yep, that's what got me there. In the class 2 Executioner, I got the win. Whole V1, man. I think I'm gonna build one for the winter series, an Executioner. The way we're let me explain this. We're going to adjust links. 90 millimeters and shorter automatically puts you into what we're going to call the cheater class. We're trying to get these crazy build trucks away from the normal scale trucks in the class. That's what we're trying for. At least that's what we're trying for, right? So hopefully everybody is getting tickets. I would love to do a full giveaway, 9 full draws, man. That would be phenomenal. We'll have to see though. But this right here I drove today, this thing's getting heavy. Full Vitavon, guys. Look at that. Look at this. Selectable cutting brakes, both ends now. So yeah, I can do this right here and lock the inside tires of it. It's really interesting. It's almost like a bit of a novelty though, but it's really interesting. I got a Reese 1400 on the back and a 1100 on the front. So kind of one of those things here. Where is Clayton? Horizon keeps discounting AE without permission. Oh, okay. So basically Horizon wants to get rid of AE from their website is basically what they're doing. They're basically cutting ties is what it is. So yeah, that's what they're doing. They're just trying to eliminate their inventory and they're cutting ties with AE. That's what I'm getting out of this right here. So the wise investor in this industry taking AE on mad $7 place when I saw SUV style body on the floor behind the Helimon. I don't have an SUV over there. Team Association, stop trying to be Tamaya, Japanese designer. It looks like it's 2K. Yeah. 99 micros, at least 380, 400 in servos, then axles and shocks and a Fusion 8 system, all that stuff. If I knew I was buying tickets for the servo, I would. Not looking to try for something I might not want. It's okay, Nitro. There's all kinds of stuff in here, buddy. Let me see where we're at here. Let me see. We probably made it to one of them at least. Let's see here. Because at 50 is this one right here. So we've got to see if we can make it to this one right here. Well, I mean, this one's going to go regardless. So. Thank you, Go Fast. Yeah, it was just kind of something I was just kind of curious about where it's going. Traxecutioner Race Camp V2. Nah, not really a big thing that I want to do here. So there is something that I was alerted to today. There is a company out there that has at least 2 vehicles that are relatively quick to release. And they're going to change some things. Really nice. So really good stuff. Really looking forward to that one. Marcus, you're talking about a brownout issue with the Unity 2-in-1. What brownout issue? I've not experienced a brownout issue. And no, I don't search Facebook looking for, problems with everything in the world. If it's something that I experience, then I experience it. But on mine, just so you know, I got a Direct Power 1400 Smart. So I'm actually not stressing the BEC on it at all. So with that in mind, I have not experienced a BEC problem with it. So But you got to look at the size of the ESC that you have to work with in there. It's not a big, good, solid size ESC. So you kind of got to build accordingly, right? And whine and cry, wham, 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 because they were too stupid to think about putting a proper servo in there. You know, that's on them, in my opinion, but they'll whine and cry and complain. It's always somebody else's fault, other than them not actually, you know, having a brain and using it to power stuff correctly. I mean, you only have so much inside that motor. You got to think about those things, right? 4 4.55, not 4.75. I don't think Mark has hit that Powerball yet. 4.55. I haven't really looked for anything in the 4.55s. You know, the secure ESCs, I've got that one up there. I've never finished the truck it's on. I've also got the micro one, which hopefully I still have the footage. That actually drove pretty good. Cross gauge 1,000 inch-pounds, or was it just a winch? No idea. Overboard. All right, buddy. With a BC. And Tommy, your brain functions correctly, buddy. You know, it's like when I get something and I'm a little bit questioning the BEC, I put a direct power servo or I work around it with an external BEC, you know? I mean, there's a little bit of common sense. Apparently people don't have that. The mini ESC, is it like for a 124? Because I've got one up here that actually drives really good. I think I've done all the driving part of the video. I just never finished it. Oh, the grunt tires. I have never done anything with those. Twin vertical plate carbon fiber. Well, when I get my RTR, hopefully by Christmas, it's going to have twin vertical carbon fiber plates. It's going to have that. I'm sourcing axles possibly from Mias. I did talk to them. I asked them, are they going to do a cheat code in nylon? Which that seems to be a question they're getting quite a bit. So if they do a cheat code axle in nylon, that's what it'll have. I'm not sure about the transmission just yet. I got to figure out the transmission. It will be how do I put this? A very high performance trail truck. The body, I've already cleared the deal. I'm going to order the body straight through J Concepts. You will get an actual J Concepts body on this. I believe the electronics are going to be real full featured, full function Hobbywing. I'm not entirely sure on the servo just yet, but just kind of trying to build a good, solid, reliable trail truck, RTR. And I'm going to try, Hyper's running a V3 Apex. Okay. I'm going to attempt to try to get this RTR. It will also come with upgrade RC tires, either the razor wires or the rock claws. That'll be your choice. And I'm going to try to get this. Yeah, I know, Kenneth, and those are supposed to be on the way. But I'm going to try to have this full RTR with name brand products in it for $500. I'm going to try to match the VRD stance. The VRD stance is awesome, but it's not a trail truck. Too much overdrive. So I've got to watch that as well. I'm trying for no more than about 10% overdrive in it. You get too much overdrive, you have too much drag, and it just doesn't work. I mean, it just doesn't work. So I mean, like I say, I'm going to try to get the 500 mark, but I have to be able to get it and get it put together. I think Sean is going to work with me on, we are going to physically assemble the trucks in-house. So We're going to try to get it at the 500 mark. I don't know. There's a lot of things going on. So I've got a lot of work to make this into what it needs to be. Yeah, 25% is a bit much. And I'm looking at like the OD3 transmission. It comes with 18% right out of the box. The Mias transmission comes with about 25 to 26%, something like that, right out of the box. So, like, say I went with the Mias transmission, I'm going to have to overdrive the rear to reduce the overall overdrive for it. So, like, say I put I get the 28% transmission in it, and it's too much for the trail. I might be able to do like a set of 1421 gears, or maybe 1322 gears in the back, and get that overdrive down. And if that's the case, guess what? You'll also get the gears to bring all the overdrive into it if you want. So that's one of the things I'm working on here. Stance has about 34, 35%. The Carbon's got 37 from what I understand. So the Stance has a lot of overdrive right out of the box. Absolutely, Andrew. I agree. All that overdrive is nice in the rocks. It really is. Kenny, yes, sir. That's what I'm going for. Oh, and also I'm trying to find the source. I've got somebody working for me to hopefully find the source for these carbon wheels. So if I get this thing right and I can do it, it will actually come with legit carbon wheels. So it will actually come with some really nice components on there. As far as shocks go, there's not enough room in the budget. I can tell you right now, there's just not enough room in the budget to put deluxe on there. Not going to happen. I would have to go with a knockoff or a normal coilover or something like that. I do not know about that one, Pat. I do know it's going to be Stance got way more than 6.5% overdrive. As far as the chassis width, it will be wider than an Executioner, wider than a Carbon X. It will be more of a standard width. So about 70 in the middle of them, about maybe 76 to the outside. And the reason I want to do that is so all the aftermarket bumpers can fit. And also with it being wider, it's real easy to fit all kinds of transmissions into it. The biggest issue with the narrow chassis is fitting transmissions into it. The Mias transmission does not fit these. It's just too long or too wide. So, yeah, Kenneth, there isn't enough room. There isn't enough room in the budget to use those. And I gotta be honest with you. I've had really good luck out of the Red Cat Ascent shocks. I've got 3 Ascents. They don't get used every day, or you know that. But the ones that I do use, dude, I've never had a drop of oil come out of them shocks. There's just a thought there. And I know those are a relatively low cost shock, but if they work well and I can get them reasonably priced, you know, that might be something to think about. Well, Matt, as far as the MOA, yeah, let me go grab something for you. So this month, Carbon X will be released. Oh, guys, don't forget to get tickets here. We got to get this thing going so I can get enough tickets and all that. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab something for you guys, something I'm messing around with, and I've got more things to do here with it, as it's very, very much a prototype. Someone only reds and TRX4 bashers. The TRX4 shocks are really good. So yeah, that's definitely something. And Pat has got to be able to handle some air. I know how you guys drive on the trail because I drive just like you. I want to jump my stuff all the time. Kenneth, yes, I've tried the Desert Lizard shocks and I put them back in the bin. For me, they weren't it for me. Let me grab something for you. Oh, this is another little project I'm working on. So I've got Executioner, soon to be Carbon X. You guys know I've been kind of tinkering with Exorcist. I just haven't got it right yet. So, and I'm also looking at, I'm not sure what to call this one other than maybe this is going to be a very high performance trail truck. It's going to have slip skid technology all over the place. So it should slide over a lot of stuff, man. Honestly, out of the box, it's going to whip a VRD, just so you know. But it's not going to be right at the level of this right here. So, however, this is something I'm working on as well. If I get this where it works, I don't like how this is. I don't like this. I've got to get some different links and stuff, different skid, prototype, everything here. I'm also planning to put the FuriTech 2-in-1s in this. Take these right here out. I like these big motors, but they're really heavy. And that's not really what you want for this. I'm planning to put a set of 4S batteries in here. Or 4S 2-in-1 1800s, I believe it is. So that's going to be my go-to here. But this is my attempt at an MOA. Forward skid. You got the high clearance up in here. In testing, it's doing good, but I need way more bend right here. Way more bend. But this is something I'm working on. And if I get to bring this to market, it will be called, at least one of the names that I'm thinking of, Moxie. Be like, yo, you got the Mox? So, but anyway, I'm kind of thinking Moxie. Okay, green O-rings. See, service kit makes my shot better than one. All right. Store stock question. I was about to order Helamon front axle shafts. Is that in stock? No, they're in stock. They are literally in stock. I think I've got, was it 8 or 9 of them? Maybe 10 of them. But yes, those are in stock, ready to go tomorrow. I don't know about Exo Lander. What I'm thinking is like the Pro Trail. Exocaged RC Pro Trail. That's kind of what I'm thinking, because it's just, Exo Lander is kind of like an Overlander name, and that does have a nice ring to it. Yeah, buddy, these right here, CK, these right here, they don't have that groove. There's a little bit of a raise right there, and that's what locks everything together. They are also in here, and when you guys look at the video, I kind of torture tested these things. I guarantee you I would have rung a stock axle off. That's the full Vidavon 4-wheel steer in this one. So, yes, sir. All right. Will there be any more videos of Monster Trailer? Oh, you're talking about me pulling the wife around on the trailer? And then the other guy just happened to be around. I said, you want to ride it? He goes, no, I'm too fat. I'm like, dude, I was on the thing. So anyway, Exo Trail. Let me see here. I don't know. I got to find the name for it, though. On that trailer. Nitro, why a rocking chair? It's simple. Number one, it's more fun because you get to move a little bit. And number two, it has the little legs that stick out in front to where I can lock it underneath, nice and easy. And besides, a normal lawn chair wouldn't hold up to that. Jersey, what's up, Justin? And yeah, Nitro's been on there. So, and then I was messing around with it, turning circles and stuff, sliding it, and I popped the wheel off. Those wheels from Amazon, they are not all that good. Now, they're not really designed for that either, so you kind of got to look at that. 20 horsepower, well enough, right? Carbon Trail isn't too bad. Call it the CT. See, fam, I ran 4 cars uphill ahead of the game. What great day. Dude, the Valkyries are great trucks from Red Cat, aren't they? Oh my goodness, she had the baby. I see it now. Dude, heck yeah, buddy. Congratulations, man. Marcus, dude, I like those chairs. Dude, that is awesome, Justin. There we go, buddy. Let's see here. So yeah. That's a boy. All right. BDMF. See, enlighten. If I do BDMF, we have to come up with another acronym for that. It can't be for what you're thinking it is. It's like, okay, let's change the letters. BDMF. What can be legitimately nice for a trail truck? Big drive shaft, massive, big drive shaft, massive fart. No, that's not good. Yes, these are deluxe axles. These are the deluxe. Yes. Big drops, major fun. That's a good one. Big diff motor frame. I don't know about that one. But let's see here. I don't know. Oh wow, that's a good one too. I'm not going to say that though. I'm not going to say that one. But that one actually worked. Yeah, okay. I will leave that be. Oh man. All right, 732. All right, so you guys are probably trying to read my lips. I think I may have said it by accident. I heard the first part loud and clear. No, you did not. I was just thinking. This microphone ain't that good. Nope. Well, it's still better than what you guys are thinking it stands for. All right. Blowing out pinion gears, my vigilante. Blowing out pinion gears on your. Well, have you thought about putting a better quality pinion gear in it? I haven't killed the pinion gears in mine, but then again, I haven't driven mine in quite a while. So. Stop landing on throttle. That would get it. The ECTE. So comp. I don't know. I kind of like Pro Trail. It just seems like the PT, but then you could be like, you're gonna potty train it. Oh no, because whatever it is, it has to be acronymable. You know, because I mean, everything has an acronym now, right? I mean, I recently learned that there's an acronym for this, XOQ, which is perfect. And Carbon X is just CX, you know? So that's pretty cool. So, but I do not, yeah, but I haven't had a chance to do anything with that. I've been busy dealing with cars, like real cars, which there's a whole story on that as well. The new Carbon X I keep hearing about, Joe. Justin Noble, that is, well, this is a prototype, but this is the Carbon X. It's pretty bad to the bone, let me tell you. Procage PCT. Yeah, Procage. I don't know. Oh, I know, Nitro. I don't have anywhere to really get into and out of water. Like he had the perfect puddle, you know. But will mine water skip? Yeah, easy, not a problem. Will I get front flips? Not a problem. So I'm not worried about that. The Carbon X, depending on the rules, could be class 3. That's where the Executioner is a pretty solid class 2. So as far as the Sporty goes, I haven't quite got that one done yet. I do have one built. And then, heck, I mean, I have an MOA built as well, but they're not ready yet. No, they're not having issues. I ended up trading in the wife's car to get myself a new car. So, and dude, Nitro, I want Clayton to hit that 1,000 mark. I really do. Because, man, I'm going to tell you guys, getting that first nickel is amazing. It sounds so crazy, but it's amazing. But I ended up getting a new 2025 Santa Fe Limited. It's got more leg room when I'm car camping. Kenneth, I don't know. I just need to get mine figured out. Justin Noble, no, it's not 4x4. Trust me, dude. Whether that thing was all-wheel drive or not, it would not have mattered at Beat the Creek. And I'll be honest with you, if the weather report shows that again, I'm going to give Sean some parts and just let him take them. I'm not going to deal with that again. That was really bad. Another Santa Fe, yes. Well, Nitro, you could. Yeah. Oh, I can't show you guys. What do you got? The rock blocks, rock knocker, rock. Anyway, the J Concepts rock tires, right? The new 575s. Got Enlightened. He narrowed them things up. So we're gonna have like a 575 super type tire. Rock bumps, that's it. Rock bumps. I can never remember that name. How are we doing over here? Let's see. So got a bunch of stuff to get out today. Hopefully it'll all go. We shall see. We shall see, because we got about 22 minutes until we start the pull. So let me see where we're at right now. Let me see. We are. Well, apparently, a lot of you guys don't like a lot of the stuff on this list. Right now, we're only at this. Oh, well, I ought to get more stuff. I mean, there's some good stuff there. Rock butts. I'm driving home. My all-wheel drive Hummer H2. Yeah, I don't want a Hummer H2. Nearer them, I want to set for my Bully too. Yeah, Justin, I get these done. They're going to be pretty darn cool, I think. I took 2 tickets tonight. Nice. You need a set of the near rock bumps? Well, Kenneth, I will send you a picture of what he sent me. So you're going to get it. Everybody at 5 to 6 miles per gallon right now. Yeah, dude, I like my 30 miles per gallon. My super probably would have made it out. Now there was a H2 Hummer. It was Three Brothers RC. Can't think of his. Tom was there, and he was pulling people out. But it was basically a tractor fest, is all it was out there. I mean, that was just it was bad. I mean, you can butter it up and say, oh, it was just muddy. We're still talking crawlers, but no, dude, it was bad. It was really bad. Thank you, Jetson. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, Tom's Hummer was pulling everybody out. It was really good. Yeah, I'm fine. Dude, that's like 0.2% of a year that I could actually use four-wheel drive. So, but yeah, if it's gonna be like that again, I'm just sending my parts with Sean. Let him deal with it. Just let him go for it, you know, because I don't want to mess with that again. Uh, holding up fantastic on me writing on it. So you're writing on your six with pro codes and they're holding up. That's pretty darn impressive. Every Florida man needs a beater. I used to have a nice beater, and then I built it up into something incredible, and then I got tired of that. Right, too. I'm gonna trade with my wife in it. Justin, yeah. Oh man, you'll be able to put your new baby in a stroller. Actually, you probably build a trailer like perfect for that. You just have to do something with the throttle. Make sure you can't get more than like say 10% throttle or something. You know, something very very gentle. No, sir, I don't need another truck. I'm good. Uh, 03 Rubicon. That was when they first came out. That was an original one. Nice. What's up, Granny? So, Nitro, a buddy of mine had an '03 Rubicon. He took this thing up to Teleco, beat the snot out of this thing. Luckily, the Dana 44 axles were a standard issue. They weren't some special on them because he had the 44 front and the 44 rear on his, I think it was. Dude, we had to go to the junkyard up around Murphy, North Carolina twice to get him axle shafts. He was blowing the joints out of the darn things, right? Then when we got back, we found out it was a lease vehicle. Yeah, dude. He told his insurance company that he ran off the road to avoid a deer, and that's how he got all the damage underneath it. I mean, dude, he beat the snot out of that thing. Got all of that stuff replaced. I kid you not, on his insurance. Mm-hmm. Pretty wild there. That's 44 factory locker. We resolved the 44s from the factory. And yep, the MP 241. Yep. 41. That was really a nice thing. My truck, it had the I ended up with a monster transmission C6 with a 203 205 doubler on it. And that was how I got my 4-to-1. It had a 414 roller Windsor AFR aluminum heads. I forget what aluminum intake it had. It may have had just a regular Edelbrock intake. Ended up with the Holley EFI carburetor on it, or the throttle body. Had that. Like I say, AFR heads, board stroke 414, roller cam. It was about 400, 450 horses or so, at least according to the calculations, which, you know, yeah, I never took it to the dyno. Yes, I did have air lockers. I had an air locker in the front, Dynatrack Pro Rock 60. The rear had a Detroit in it, in mine. I'm going to do CVD and locker upgrade to it. In my Pro Rock 60, I had the RCVs in it when they first came out. And man, they clicked like crazy. But then they warrantied them out and they were good to go after that. They've got a lot better now. RCVs and our Cherokee. Oh, nice. Okay. The RCVs are so smooth on the turn, man. Like when you're trying to raise sand, when you got big 44s and 46s, you get that same oscillation, you know, the same oscillation, and that just kind of messes things up. You put those in, man, it's just super smooth. Super smooth. Cherokee. Now, how much were your RCVs, Justin? When I got mine, they were $2,000 for the Chromo 35 spline, inner, outer, all that stuff. I ended up killing the hub, so I had to put the lockouts in there, just the pucks, basically. I had to do that to keep the hubs and all together because I was trying to run worn hubs with them axles, and not a good idea. I just simply locked it out and it went. Big engine Jeep said Torsen tunnel. I get a Gladiator, I'm like, all right. 2K for a pair here plus that. So it's still 2K. Okay. Yeah, that I put $2,000 axles into. It was around $8,100 for the Dynatrack Pro Rock 60 with the ARB in it. So I had a $10,000 front axle in that truck. Yep. Full PSC steering, all that. Man, I welded all that stuff up. I designed all the trusses. I welded all that stuff, you know. And that, I think that's why crawlers are such a thing for me, you know, because that's kind of what I've been doing since I was 9. We don't know, but a few things. Well, Vidavon is already shipped. I'm waiting on Vidavon and Mias to get here. When they get here and I can verify that the rails are right, if I can verify that, then I will finish the website updates done and Carbon X will be released. Let's hope for next Tuesday. That's all I can say right now. I sold them to Angley. Oh, wow. Dude, that's $1,000 off. So the other night, or a couple nights, I've been out here working out here, and my cats came out, and I've let them in here, right? Well, I just heard one of them meowing outside the door. A 10K motor. I don't know how much I had in my motor. A set of black cheat code axles. I think I've got a set of black cheat code axles here. Whether they're on the website or not, I don't know. I know I've got some more silvers coming with the Mias order. 44 minute, 588. Ooh, a 588. Dang. Did your pinions survive with that? What's up, Chainsaw? I'm from cutting firewood. That makes total sense. We got about 13 minutes to go here on the on this one. All right, so I show sold out. Okay, you'll have to message me because I believe I have them here. I'm kind of trying to hang on to some of these axles, man. Honestly, because I want to. Okay, no, this is the silver 4-wheel steer set. I've got the black set around here somewhere. I know I have a set of them around here somewhere. But yeah, message me afterwards. RC is more. What's up? All right, so we got about 12 minutes, and let's see how far we are going here on this. I don't think we're going to get into the servos or anything really. Let's see. Yeah, we're solidly into this. But we got to get more done so I can get into the rest of them over here. Let me see here. All right. Let me see here. Everything is looking okay. I bought, yep, tickets. What's first RC car slash? I'll get to open it when he's 2 or 3. You already bought him a truck? Dang, man. Hey, it's a slash. It will still have a new body and a new name on it. I mean, isn't Traxxas closing in on 20 years for that thing? You're like, come on, Traxxas. It's legally a classic at this point, isn't it? What tires are on the Carbon X? Those are a narrowed upgrade RC razor wire. Narrowed, like skinny. And they are awesome, man. They were done by Enlightened RC. He's also cutting the rock bumps, too. And the rock bumps are actually for this. So I really want to get this in, but this right here isn't going to work. It's too wide, too fat, too messed up. So that's got to be changed. Okay, local hobby shop closing. That stinks. They're closing. Okay, prices are crazy, dude. The in my in the 2022 Santa Fe that is now my wife's, which may be gone tomorrow because I told the salesman, like, look, if you can match this price, then let's talk. And there's negative equity and everything on that thing too. And I think he's going to match the darn price, which means I got a 25 Santa Fe limited, and the wife, you know how these companies, they'll give you that loaner car, and that loaner car is bait, and the bait worked. Wife loves the Tucson now. Oh boy, yeah, for real. But anyway, we'll see. But anyway, on the 22, it came out with an update for the navigation. I did the update to it, and then the whole navigation wasn't compatible with the new program. Dude, it was covered under warranty, of course, but I want to say it was right, $7,000 for the navigation in that car. So I'm like, oof, that's a lot of money for that little screen. The new deluxe truck. I don't want to brag, but dude, my truck's better. It's hard to look at some different trucks now when they got the same greater blade skid and all that crap. I'm like, dude, okay, I really don't want to rant here, but so I'll keep it. I'll keep my rant to myself. Okay, I'll keep my rant to myself. Max Paul, there are tickets available. It is not too late. We got about 8 more minutes. Now, Pat House, the biggest thing about new is like the warranty, the bumper to bumper. That's a big deal with these new cars, man. Really a big deal. It's not breaking if it's true, buddy. Bragging, yeah, I know. It's like I don't know. Oh God, you're gonna get me to do. I might talk about this at after 8 o'clock, maybe. 7 minutes to go. Not get political, but the chicken tax needs to end so we can have the high cucks again. The what? Chicken tax. I guess, Justin. Oh man, when I buy so many new motors, I like to be my own warranty. Right, Pat? Oh, the Hilux. Yeah. Oh, Clayton survived his bike ride. No, you don't. It's like, man, they designed this truck. There are companies out there that they're building new stuff using old ideas and old history design parts. It's like one of the companies out there. They're one of the top dog companies out there, and their portals, they've got all this crap hanging out. I'm like, get rid of this. Get rid of that. All it does is catch stuff. Get this. It's tucked up in there. It's like listen to me. And then it's like other things like the greater blade skid. Dude, it's like they designed all this truck and the skid is like just a third afterthought or something like they have no thought into the skid. Dude, the skid is everything. That's what's on all those rocks. Every time you hit, that skid is so important. You know, like all these trucks out here that drop down hard right here, boom, that grabs you and you're toast. This right here has a slider. You catch it, it slides right across, no problem. This right here, look, do you see that? I don't know if you can see the scratches up in there. If that wasn't there, every single one of those would have caught this skid and stopped the truck cold. That's, to me, the skid is one of the most important parts of the truck. I could care less about your chassis design. I could care less about the body, but that skid is the heart and soul of a truck, in my opinion. Okay, 5 minutes to go here. All right, there we go. People don't buy trail trucks with sway bars. I've done that before, especially with like the SCX 10, the Jeeps and all that. As they're driving, they torque twist over. I've done rear reef sway bars on those, and it's worked pretty good. Cable-driven axles. Think about it. Talking about like a weed eater, like a weed eater cable. Shape 5 kilometer. See, I can do a 5 kilometer ride on my e-bike. Man, I can do that without even breaking a sweat. Stick chassis, they had their place. Let's set it for the 1.9 Lampreys. For the 1.9 Lampreys, the easiest and best way to go would be the Pro Code. I haven't actually designed anything specifically for them as a full insert. So yeah, we got about 3-4 minutes, and let's see where we are here on the tickets. Let's see if we've got a little surge here. No, apparently a lot of you guys just don't like these products. That's fine. Live and learn. Full kit car, see all these parts separated on the website. Might be. What I'm going to do, I do have a kit on the website for the Exocaged that you can get. It comes with everything. Well, chassis, skid, links, the plastics, body mounts, and stuff like that. You still got to get your axles. I am wanting to do a full kit on this, which is kind of why I'm trying to save some of these axles, keep them in stock. But there's going to be a few different versions on this. And one of this truck right here, the Carbon X, is not built around a Fusion Pro. The Fusion Pro was a major consideration for that truck, but this one with the forward skid, it's not really designed around the Fusion Pro. I did make something that you can do a Fusion Pro with it, but you've got to run a servo on top of the axle. You got to do that. There is not enough room with this skid so far forward to get clearance for all that, okay? So it's really meant for the Outrunner style motors. But again, I do have a way, and it's got basically a bridge right here and allows you to put your 650 or your 850 batteries into here. So you can run a Fusion Pro in it. It's just not really meant for that. And this Unity is absolutely awesome in it. So, but that's one of the things that's about this truck that's a really different from the Exocutioner. This one, I really made sure I had that Fusion Pro perfect in there because everybody around here loves the Fusion Pro. They really do. And I know there can be some guys running this on the Fusion Pro, and I have two pieces. They look major bulky, but these will fit over the chassis, over top of the transmission. 759, we're about to have to clean it up. Like this right here, sort of. Put your batteries into there, and then look, slip skid technology right there. All right, so let me go get this thing turned off here. 1400 behind the axle is gonna be way too tall, buddy. You got to raise it way high. So upgrade pinning your Vigilante. It's just a normal Mod 1 pinion gear, buddy. Jersey style. All right, let's go to the website. We're about to turn this thing off here. All right, so. All right, let me see here. All right, so I am going to turn this off in just a few seconds here. I want to see something. See if these guys get their stuff in or not. I see where they are checking out. As soon as I see 8:01, I am going to shut this thing down just like before. Let's see, Tuesday night draw. Get this turned on. Get this going. Get this one. Restart. All right, so we are about to shut this down. All right, there we go. And it is now turned off. We will see if everything comes up. All right. All right, so let's see. If they were in their cart and they were checking out, they probably just missed it. But here, just had a couple come through at 7:59, 7:54. So we're good to go there. Let me go back to the products. There we are. All right. I just want to make sure I get. Now, the one guy that had the issue where he didn't get the email, he really did not get the email, but he was still in it, and I showed him that his number was in it. So yeah, 62 of you guys are in this one. 62 of you guys. I have to run a 77 or 900 LP. The 900 LP will work you pretty darn good. It's just they will actually fail quicker on you. Which is one front back. Yeah, which one is front back? The front one has a slight angle to it. If you look at it in the light, you can see the layers. Okay, the back one is straight. The front one has a little bit of angle to it. The kind of, well, actually it's right here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but you can actually feel it if you run your finger across it. A little bit of a difference right there. And the back one is just flat across. So, all right, so we are ready to do this, aren't we? So, one final refresh, and we are going to make this pull, make sure everybody is in. Come on, refresh. Let's do this. And we have, yep, 62. All right, so we are going to the SCX24 FearTech right here. And we did go over a little bit, so I will do the X codes for the Deluxe Fab Iron Rocks. I will do that one. So let me get into the settings. We've got 62. Now, I bought the number 1. So if number 1 pulls, then obviously I pull again. Restart. All right, so here we are, 62 numbers on here. Let me get back to you guys here. All right, you guys must be quiet. I want to see who's going to get this 24 system. All right, so we're going to pull for the 24 system. Ready, set. Let's see what we got. I have no idea yet. Oh, it's hard to see, but it was number 60. So one of the very last ones that picked their tickets. Number 60 is it. Who had number 60? Hopefully they speak up. If not, it's going to be real easy to find because you're one of the last ones to order. All right, so Frankie Mabry. Everybody's calling out Marcus. Nope. Dang, Frankie. All right, buddy. Now, this one right here, going to go ahead and pull for these. These are X codes for the, what were they? The deluxe iron rocks. All right. That's actually really good, dude. So, and they're for the carbon wheels off of Amazon as well. So let's go ahead and give this a spin. Let's see what we get here. $26. Who had 26? So 26 will receive the inserts. And Frankie only show OB knee. What? All right, who got 26? Are you in here? Check your emails. Mike must have been close. Let's see. All right, if 26 isn't speaking up, then I'm going to have to look and see if I can find him. It's weird because I can't just look up numbers like that. It doesn't. Let me see. All right, let's see what this one had. This one was, nope, not that one. So definitely before that. I can't see the screen right now, so I am just basically looking through. 26. I found the winner. Where is Scott Pennington at? Scott Pennington. I'm not sure if he uses his name on here or not, but that is the winner. Scott. So Scott gets the inserts. See if he's in here. Yeah, see, I bought the number 1 since a lot of people don't want to get that number 1. Oh, number 1 never gets pulled. Well, it does. It's just, I figured I'll take number 1, and if it's pulled, I will, you know, redraw. All right, so I guess I'll have to get a hold of Scott. I'm sure he'll show up somewhere. I can find him on the website. I'm not sure that I chat with him. I have 2 names that I know, and it's not Scott. Oh, man. All right. Well, I guess I'll have to email Mr. Scott and see what he has to say. Scottaniel? Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. So anyway, you guys that are still on, there is something. Sorry, done at 143. Yes, sir. A little bit too late there. I'm not drawing any more parts. No, sir. At the number of tickets sold versus what I give away, today is probably a loss. Jersey, it's just a mod 1 pinion gear. What size is on your truck right now? I don't know what the stock size is. Mine's been unstocked for a while. Look at the stock size of it and just look up for whatever that tooth is, mod 1. And they'll come with a 5mm bore mod 1 pinion gear. I'm not sure what the stock pinion gear was on that truck. Amazon does sell them in sets. Yes, I've actually done that quite a bit with the 48 pitch gears, the crawler gears and all that. I have. All right. So Scott, he's going to pop back in and wonder if he won, and you guys are going to tell him. So, yes, sir. Let me see what I got here. All right. Robert Robinson makes some really good gears too. Now, speaking of the really good gears, all right, 18 tooth is all you get. Yep. Speaking of pinion gears, I found some pinion gears out there. They can't be quiet. It's like it's like the profile is just different. It doesn't work well, if that makes any sense. Different gears, I guess, different manufacturers, they have different profiles, and it just doesn't work. So I was 20. Marcus, I seem to remember that now when I was going through the stock stuff. I got the Vidavon mount on it now, so it's all kind of crazy. The Diamond or Demon 85 kg direct power servo. Done it. I do not have that servo. I don't know what to tell you on it. So I don't know what to tell you about that one, buddy. So I'm thinking, and I don't know. You guys tell me. Let's just say, well, because I meshed it too tight. Okay. Let's just say I get everything in. Next Tuesday, I release the Carbon X. Okay. Now, if I release it on that Tuesday, I'm probably going to have really bad hair because I'm gonna be running like crazy. I got a feeling. So when maybe the next Tuesday after it dies off, or I'm sold out, I'll do what I can to maybe have one set up to where this Tuesday night, winners thing will actually be for a Carbon X. Probably not with axles though, but it will be the chassis, all the plastics that you would want for your build, the links, and maybe a body if I have any left. Marcus, I think so. I know when I released Executioner, dude, I was so unprepared. I thought I was prepared. I thought I was, but I was not. So after having learned that, I think I'm going to be well prepared for the Carbon X. I may not. I don't know. But it will be interesting. There's a way to do that, but I'm not going to do it. Don't let Marcus buy tickets. Now with that, I'd probably go, because I probably had to do probably closer to $10 a ticket on that one. But really, I mean, the kit would only be like the kit that I could do would only retail for around 160, I think. So it's not crazy. It's not a crazy thing. The chassis colors, I've got a limited supply of blue. Most of them are the black, which is the popular color for carbon. I have 10 limited edition red. And the red is obviously going to be, that same pinkish looking color. They'll be limited edition red. When they're gone, they're gone. Simple as that. There's 2 of them already gone. They've already special requested them. But pretty much blue, black, red, and silver. We got more silvers coming too. What chassis? Carbon X. I think it's for that. Yeah. Before Pizza the Hut. Pizza the Hut, dude. That character is legendary. Bell crank for the X-Max. I need to replace mine before Sean's next thing. Yeah, I think I've got that hanging on the wall in there, buddy. I think I'm good on the X-Max bell cranks. So yeah, this buddy of mine, he likes pink more than the average guy, but he's all right in the head. He ain't messed up. So, but yeah, and he really wants this chassis bad. Silver for Lone Star. Yeah, I want to say I've got 100 sets of black, 50 sets of silver, 40 sets of blue, and 10 sets of red. Shoot, that would be amazing, Pat. I'm not even like, you know, at the bottom stair on a 20-story building to even talk to her though, you know. Frame rails, printed parts, links, axle, drive shaft, shocks for so on and so. Nitro Pimp is going to come in under that. Don't worry. The full kit will be under that. I don't know exactly the cost yet because I'm waiting to see how much I'm going to get hit on duties and possible tariffs and stuff like that. So I'm kind of waiting to get those emails from DHL or FedEx and see how bad that's going to be because I've got to factor all that in. So that's why I'm not posting any prices right now. Dude, I would love to get a set of gold rails. He Vidavon is cutting the rails for me and he can't get those colors. I'm like, dude, I would love to have a nice Gravedigger green, you know, something like that. The gold. I would love to have those colors available. I really would, but he doesn't seem to be able to get it. Man, speaking of that, Brown was at the car lot earlier today, was over there looking at some different cars, and there was a brown car. I think it was a Palisade or something like that. And dude, yeah, it looked pretty bad. It looked pretty bad. All right, well, we shall see, Marcus. I mean, if it's down to 30%, that's going to really help me out when it comes to this RTR. Like I say, I really want to try to get the RTR at the same price as the Vanquish Stance. But I'm going to tell you right now, my RTR will walk the dog over that. It just will. It's going to be a similar forward skid, about on the same proportions of the Executioner. For a trail truck like that, you don't want the hassle of a slam skid up front. You want that suspension to move and work and just do all the wonderful things as smoothly as possible. This does not drive scale. The way this is set up, it does not drive scale. Driving scale is having a heavy body, having the body sway, having the body lean, having the body roll. That's scale driving. These do not drive scale at all. They just do not. This kind of, sort of, maybe, but I don't know. Now, they will come with J Concepts bodies that aren't. They will come with J Concepts bodies that are on the shelf, okay? And it will be, like I say, they will come with Upgrade RC. These are really, really good tires. And you'll have your choice of the Razors or the Rock Claws. Now, the Rock Claws, they are a really good tire, man. Really good, especially in the pink compound. I'm not sure if I will offer them in the pink or the white compound. The pink, this pink compound right here. You know, I've beat on these pretty well, spun them, and they're holding up. I don't see the tread is not chunking on them or anything like that. So maybe I'll just order a bunch of pinks. And the pinks are sticky, man. They're really good tires, man. I mean, really. I test tires. Some you guys never see in video. And it's very rare for any tire manufacturer, including some big names, to come out with a new tire and get the compounds right, but Upgrade RC did. So it's just one of them things, man. Double A Day, what's up? A question I looked over, new basher body on the Vigilante or the Machete. It don't fit on the Vigilante or the Machete. The Machete body is too small for the Vigilante. But the Machete body is really like a pancake, like driving a pancake or a Formula off-road or something. J Concepts has got some really good products, and they form the bodies in-house, which is really cool. I've been to the J Concepts place around the Dade City area, And yeah, they actually have all the vacuums, all everything. They're formed. They buy the Lexan in sheets and form it right there, man. It's really cool. So that's about the most American-made crawler and truck bodies you're ever going to find in America. Just so you know. I have not tried Send Cut Send, but hopefully, I tell you what. In fact, Marcus Landry, you're on here. Clayton, you're on here. Nitro Pimp, you're on here. Double A Day, Kenneth. I believe I was talking to Kenneth earlier about this. I need a. Do they make a laser cutter that can cut carbon rails? I'm totally fine with cutting my own rails. I really am. Buy the carbon by the sheet and cut it. I'm totally fine with that. But I don't need a milling machine because of the insane dust of that. I mean, I would have to clean out my shed, and then it would be like a contamination zone. So I'd much rather have a laser if I could do it clean, you know? I'm not sure if I should make them narrow. Right now, Kenneth, run them. I mean, I got a set mounted on some carbon wheels. I'll show you real quick. They're not very fat. I just really wanted them skinny. I like a good skinny tire. I mean, this is full width on the same wheel. On the same wheel, we'll pull the rear one. You can see the difference in the cut. So, is there a difference? Yes. But, I mean, this isn't really fat in my opinion. It's just a little bit fatter than what I wanted on this one. So, yeah. I'm not sure about water jet. It has to be affordable for, like, you know, a guy, you know, normal dude. Okay. Yeah, get me some information because I would like to get something to start cutting my own stuff here. Water jet would probably work, but that wouldn't like saturate the carbon, would it? Man, they have a 40-watt laser. I don't think that's going to be strong enough, and I would not want to get that. I don't want that H1C or whatever it is. I really don't want that. I'd rather take that $2,400 and just get a dedicated laser cutter. 600 to a million setup. No dust, no mess. RC, what's up? Not fat, it's thick. Or it's fat, PHAT. 10 by 10, grow 10. Also, great clean room workspace. Well, I've got a shed out there. I could make a room out there in the shed. Shed is over there. Where's the t-shirts at? You know, I've actually got a few t-shirts. I need to break them out and see what sizes I've got. X-Tool. Oh, man, I was looking at X-Tool's website, and I got all kinds of freaking pop-ups and stuff. I'm like, screw it. When I go to a website and I get pop-ups, the little spinner-rooney wheel or something like that, I get out of the website. If they're going to hit me with all that crap, they don't deserve my money. Simple as that. Ooh, Mofo RC. Okay, yeah, I know him. Rails will be 3mm. Fiber is possible, but not ideal. As the high heat generated can damage the epoxy resin, causing burning and releasing harmful fumes. Okay. 8-inch extractor fan and shot back right at the milling head. You can mill carbon fiber. I know I can mill carbon fiber. I used to do I had a Roland engraver where I used to work, and I know it'll cut the carbon fiber, but the dust and stuff, I just got to get that vacated. Send cut send. Depends on the prices of send cut send. If they're too expensive, I can't use them. Simple as that, you know. It has to be priced at a point to where I can resell and at least make a little bit over breaking even. And if their prices are too high, I'm not even going to give them a call. Simple as that. So I mean, I'll find out what they do charge though. But if it's too high, sorry, buddy. I my I don't want to have rails that have to be $170 for a set of rails just to make $10 on it. That is not going to happen. None of you guys would buy that. I wouldn't buy it. Do I have any events coming up this weekend? We got a crawler comp. 4XL. The fumes include possible phosgene. Yeah, see, I don't want to be anywhere around that, Pat. 4X tall, I think XL. Trade you one of my drag boat team shirts. I don't need a team shirt. Person will cut rails if you order 1,000 pieces, lowest possible price. Well, I would say 1,000 of them. My God, that's way too much. But I just ordered 400, so yeah, 1,000 isn't really out of the question. You know, it sounds crazy, you know, but it's really not out of the question. Pat, I do. Vidavon cuts my rails for me right now. So, am I on Facebook? Yep. Look up Exocaged. I got a page. Got a group. Do I still have my boats? Yes, I do. The CNC machine, like what I used to work with, was a Roland. I forget the model number, but dude, it had the full enclosure. It did have the vacuum on it. It used the 1/8 inch end mills and all the way down to 0.60 0.60 for like a 1/16. So that will absolutely do it. And I was pretty decent on that. So I do know how to do that. But that machine at that time was $8,000. And that was with the full enclosure and the vacuum system. It had the HEPA filter and all that stuff on it. Man, I've engraved so many things on the on that 410, the CR 410 that I raffled off a while back. That has wheel hexes that I designed and I literally cut with a 1/16 bit. Dude, I was having to cut like 2 thousandths deep and slow. If not, it would break the tip off to try to cut the, I think it was 1/4 inch aluminum. Yeah, it was quite the thing. But man, luckily nobody bothered me, so I was able to do stuff like that. Ah, Scott, you're here. Hey, buddy. All right, send me an email. I was hoping you'd pop back up. You won the inserts. Cool. No, Red Cat's coming out with something new in November. You heard through the grapevine. 100, 100, 100, 100 with a thumbs up. This is true. Do a plasma cutter. I don't know about a plasma. Now, I've done plasma cutting before. That's a little bit much. Let's see. I'm probably got the same price as Vidon. Probably not, Marcus. So, but I would like to have my own CNC cutter engraver, dude. I can make some really good nameplates. I can start a whole nother side gig from my side gig and make nameplates again. I could be the guy at the little kiosk at the mall at Christmas time with all the stupid little nameplates. I could do that. I could do that with my printers too. So yeah, there's nothing holding me back other than me. Yeah, Gundam, I'm still on. So yeah, I would be open to testing it out, Kenneth. But before we do that, let me mess with mine a little bit more. Let me get these skinny tires. Let me put these skinny tires on that and give it a shot. I think my foams are breaking down though. I've never checked. I've never even heard of my Makira, make raw. Carbon fiber is very mid to low, so not hard to be better. Quality control should not bend. Well, it depends. Depends on the thickness of the carbon, the length of it, the leverages against it. Everything has flex. Even concrete has flex. Everything bends. Some lowrider nameplates for the back window. Remember or know how many feet? I have 2 of them. Oh, you're talking about the lights over the rocks. I think it's about 6 of the 100-foot strands out there, which we need to get out there and cut all that stuff down and redo all that, especially if you want to start running night stuff. But man, we only use the lights 2 or 3 times. So is it really worth it to invest and go string up all new lights? CNC machine behind it. Okay, Marcus, send me a link to that, please. So edition graphite pan 8 scale race buggy, all graphite and metal composite spur. Pat, I would love to build a 1/8 scale off-road buggy, but these companies out there, Techno, Associated, Losi, they are so far beyond anything I could ever come up with, so it's just not worth it for me. So far beyond anything I could even dream up, to be honest with you. All right. So, all right. So we're going to wrap this thing up here. It's 8:30. And I'm sure I got some emails and stuff to take care of. And fulfill some more orders and get all of this stuff done. At least that's kind of what I'm thinking here. Yeah, that's kind of cool, man. It really shuts that thing right down as soon as I click on draft is basically what it is. Takes it right on down. So, all right. Well, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this thing up here. On Amazon, they have 120 foot or similar ones what you have now for 30 bucks. 30 bucks is about right. Yeah, that's about right. Congrats on your axles next week, Marcus. Oh, my goodness. Marcus, the living legend. Should try a monthly draw for a boxed item, see how it sells. Well, they're in boxes. I mean, like a box item, like a random like mystery box. I mean, I could do it. Oh my God, I've got a story to tell you guys. I'll go and tell you real quick. So years ago, there was this guy. He's a local guy. We will call him Charlie. Me, Sean, Mark, I think Chris, we were at a Cracker Barrel on a Thursday night. We were having dinner. Because Thursday after work, we'd stop in, bash around, drive the X-Maxes, rip backflips. If you guys have been on the channel, you probably saw some old videos of this, right? So we got that. We were sitting there, and all of a sudden, Sean's phone started blowing up. They did a mystery box, okay? It was for a drone. Well, he put a drone in there, some parts for a car or something. Okay, I want to say it was like 80 bucks or something like that. But dude, the guy started posting pictures. The drone was in pieces. The parts were mismatched. You never tell what the parts were. It was like he had a scrap bin of junk and just threw it in the box. Then to make matters worse, he literally, he packed this thing. Okay, how I said, he used socks, and apparently they were well-used socks. He used toilet paper rolls, like the cores, and a bandage that he said was used. Dude, Sean, he was, oh my God. Me and Mark, we were in tears at Cracker Barrel, just laughing so hard, dude. Oh my God. For us, it was the greatest night ever. I mean, Mark probably still has the pictures because he screenshot it. He went to the Facebook and screenshot all this stuff, dude. Oh my God, we were in tears. It was so funny. I mean, this poor guy, he got a drone that was completely destroyed and multiple pieces, at least 2 or 3 pieces, random parts of junk, a sock, some toilet paper cores, paper towels, and a bandage to pack all this stuff. Oh my God, dude. We were in tears. We were laughing so hard. It was hilarious. Oh my God. It's hard for me to explain and tell you guys this, but it was just awesome. It was absolutely amazing. I don't know if the socks were crunchy or not. I would hope they were not. But you know how like you wear a sock, you wash it, but it still looks dirty because you've been outside in the socks and the barefoot and the dirt and all that. It's just yeah, dude. It was crazy. Gundam Nut, dude. It was so hilarious. And they're all trying to blame Sean because it was on Sean's Facebook group that this guy we're calling Charlie did this. Oh my God, it was so funny. It was so funny. I I think this character I'm calling Charlie did have to refund him on that because he literally sent garbage wrapped in used bandages. True story. Very true. Very true. But anyway, guys, let me wrap this up. You guys think about old, bloody, scabbed up bandages showing up in your box, you know. All right. You guys have a good one. Next Tuesday, apparently I'm going to have to put a set of axles in that. All right. You guys have a good one. All right, Rob. You guys have a good one. Let me check all my messages and stuff. Woo. One day I'm going to carry the microphone with me and rip one as I go to turn this thing off. That's going to be fun.